everybody, I'm Dominic from askmediy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put a paper outside corner on. Now, before other videos I did the metal one, and that's good. And you know, when you really need some strength, when you don't need the real super strength, say up on top, like in a soffit or something, or in this case in a closet. Now, what we have, this is actually a ductwork with sheetrock going over it. So this is actually glued to the actual metal ductwork. You can hear it, bang, bang, bang. So we can't nail it. So what we're going to do is just use the paper one. Now the paper one does have the metal in there. So to cut it, what you're simply going to do with a pair of snips after you get your measurement, you're just going to make a cut on both sides as evenly as possible, like that, and a little boop, there you go, there's your cut. Okay, now this particular one, it wasn't a really good sheetrock job. The sheetrock should have been closer on the ends here, but like I said, hey, that'd be good. So what we're going to do, I want to fill that in. So if you have one that is a little messed up, I'm going to show you how to just to fill that in with a little bit, and then we're going to put the mud on the outside and push this in. Okay, now we got this big chunk here that's missing. Let's just fill it in, just like this. Yeah, just put some mud in there. Yeah, we want to just strengthen that up a little bit after it dries. So nothing crazy, just like that. Okay, I got our compound on here, coated it, you know, slightly, completely. I don't want to leave any bare spots. Now we got our tape ready to go, our corner rather. Now before I push it all the way, I want to push it all the way up to the top, and that's it. And then just firmly put it in. Make sure it's good in and square. Okay, so that from here, now we're going to clean up the outsides. We'll give you some close-ups of that. Okay, well, I let it dry. We're on our second day, nice and hard. Well, before we do anything, because as you remember, we did put that on, get your knife, just run it around it. Make sure you don't have anything protruding out. It's not just a little piece of pebble or whatever, gonna like screw you all up. But I did two different things on here. I did this side correctly, and I did this side not so good. Just on purpose to show you. So come here, I'm gonna give you a close-up of it. Okay, this is the side that we did correctly. Now you can see the edge of the bead right here, and you can see that it tapers in, and we have a nice gap there that we can fill in with our mud. But check this out. This is what you don't want. You see how this is? See, look at the bead. It's not even touching the knife. See the brilliant knife? Look at that. That'll just be no good. So when you're doing these beads, even the metal beads, you want to position them just right. So you want to make sure. Something I didn't show you when we were putting it on, but now that it's too late, that's what we want. That's what we don't want. I mean, in order to fix this, we're gonna have to build this up and taper it down, and believe me, it'll be a lot easier just to rip this off and start all over again. Okay, now with a wider knife than we did the first time, let's put it on there like that, and then hold it at a right angle, go slow, make sure you don't go on the other side of that bead. You want to keep that bead covered, and there you go. That's indicating now we started running out. All right, so I tape knife a little bit. Okay, so now that looks good, but that looks like poopy. All you do is just put some more mud on it and do it again, like that. Okay, so now this is on the inside of a closet, so I mean it's not crazy that I make it look really, really good. But what we'll do, we'll let that dry, and then we'll just put another skim coat on it. And with any luck, we really won't have to do much sanding at all. Maybe just whoosh, real fast. Okay, now back to this other side. Let me show you how we're going to do that. This is the really screwed up side. So again, we'll do like that. But now look what we have. All right, you can see the bead, the paper of the bead starting to come out. I mean, it's not all that bad, but it's bad enough. So, I mean really, in a closet, I'll get away with that. But, I tell you, it would just have been a lot easier just to remove all that. So if you run into that, just rip it off and do it again. So. Okay, well this is how you install an outside paper corner bead, or half of it, how not to. Oops, wet. And this side, how to do it. So, second coat, put a little skim coat on, a little light sanding, prime paint, done. Real simple, easy. So the paper corner beads, they're good on certain things. I know some guys use them all throughout the house, but believe me, you're moving a piece of furniture in and you nick it pretty good, you're not just going to make a dent in it like a metal corner bead that's nailed in all over the place. You're going to rip it right off. It's going to crack, it's going to get loose, and it's going to fall off, and it's going to look like shit. So when you have soffits that are up high, not that you can't hit it with something, or something like this where we couldn't put nails in because it's metal on the other side of that sheetrock, that's when you use the paper corner bead. But I'm still a fan of the metal corner beads. I just like them. Well, anyway, hope you learned how to do it. See you next time.